strap in the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. Back deep is Tank Dell. It's taken to the 26. By him, and now a little daylight. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Stroud. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Alex Highsmith from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early. And I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator, asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. That's complete to Dell. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Another carry for Pierce. That's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On first down, here's Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
From the gun on third down, Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Pickett will look to throw it here. His throw incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. On a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Presley Harvin now. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Eagles.
2nd and long. That's caught outside by the tight end, Jordan. And that worked us right upfield across the 45. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Pierce now up the middle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They go again with Pierce. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Stroud on 3rd down now. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Pickett. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Pierce takes it straight ahead, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Stroud looking to throw. Gets the dump off to Pierce. They find some open field here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Nice 3rd down conversion at even 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now an option play on 2nd down. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
Ready.
Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Come on.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Hey, Crash.
Now they bring the tight end in motion right.
Hawk 70.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. And Stroud now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Pickett trying to get his guys up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Hands it off out of the gun. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taking it around the 40. Oh, what a move. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Stroud now on 1st and 10. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Dragon 60.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Stroud. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 72 yards rushing for him in his first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jackson Smith and Jigba as the first half is winding down. And the Texans continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Here we go. Here we go. Set, go.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans hands team recovers. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Let's go. 79. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat.
In motion right, that's Dell. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Take Dell. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in the league that we talked about.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. To the air on first down with Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. That's going to be caught by Pickens. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Pickett now from the gun here. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Pickett back to throw. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Steelers get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 28-10. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he's got this down to the 35. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On second down, here's Pierce. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
19 Lions.
Stroud. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down. So on fourth down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 40. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, if nothing else, some signs of life here, Charles, because you're facing the big deficit, but at least they were able to prevent 3 more from getting on the board there with a nice block.
And that's how they're comforting themselves on the sidelines right now, because they certainly didn't execute well on that play at all. Bottom line, exactly what you said. They didn't need the 3, but they sure don't like giving up a block. They'll have something to work on as they get into practice next week.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Running has read a premium in the first half. He's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Third and short yardage, Mills. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Throwing again, Mills on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Halted in his tracks by Keanu Benton.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Delson in motion. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Let's go.
Going for it with Pierce. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 4th down now after a loss of 2. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 10. Out of his end zone, Mills. throw's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Mills, 3rd down from his end zone. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode. Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with the score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Throwing now is Stroud. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line. 65, catch, 65.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Firing in that time, it was Nick Herbig. Credit him with a sack. The Texans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Stroud. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Here's Mills. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Mills on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Come on. Hey.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Stroud to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with the running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Now Mills. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Flushed out right. And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. Derek Stingley picks it, and he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 11. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Stroud is hit and the ball is loose. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football, so this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because...
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Pierce on the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 104 yards rushing for him now to this point. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now they got to get to the line quickly. First down, Mills. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. One last shot from Mills. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.